We're here today at Setina Manufacturing. It is a company that manufactures a variety of safety products, essentially prisoner screens, push bumpers, and other associated components here in Olympia, Washington. And I'm very lucky to have the president of the company alongside me. This is Terry Setina, and Terry is going to take us around the building today on a factory tour, as well as tell us a little bit about the company and when it got started. So Terry, your dad started the business.
He did. He started the business. He used to work for the Washington State Patrol. He was in the military. He was in the military police. He was in the body and fender works over there. And at the time, the Washington State Patrol farmed most of their vehicles out in the early 60s. So they asked him to build a roll bar for the Washington State Patrol Academy, which is very new back there. And they were rolling these cars over, the early 60s cars. So he built a roll bar for them.
Right.
At the time, he had to get out of being around petroleum products because he was allergic to a lot of those. So he got the idea, incorporated a partition
Into the roll bar.
A roll bar and shield combination. That's what it was called early on.
Right.
So he built a prototype, and they liked it, and that's how we started here.
So you started. I'm Stuart from Sirennet, and who am I speaking with today?
Eno Montano.
Hi, Ina. How are you doing?
Good, good.
So you're going to be the guy that does all the CAD drawings.
We have one downstairs, Adam on the floor, R&D area down there, and then works closely with him and turns it into this and instructions and
Yeah, pretty much we go from design to modeling, and then from there we go to instructions,
Right.
and then ship it out with the product.
So you basically take a very straightforward drawing and then put it together with the computer-aided drawing system.
Correct.
And then do you send that down to CAD machines that are programmable downstairs?
Correct. Adam downstairs does most of that stuff.
Right.
He sends it down to either the router or the plasma.
Right.
The MG.
And how often do you have to redo some of this work?
Whenever there's new vehicles.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah. Once there's a new vehicle, it changes a little bit, so then we'll have to go back through and redesign stuff if we need to.
Right.
pretty much constantly,
Yeah.
day to day.
So what's the latest vehicle? Have you been working on the Caprice, or have you been working on
Right
the
now
Charger?
I'm actually working on the 2011-13 Charger. We're doing a divider wall for a single prisoner.
So basically you take a very straightforward piece of cardboard,
Yep.
sort of draw it out in the old traditional way with a pen, mark out the measurements,
Exactly.
and then move those measurements across into the computer-aided system.
Computer,
Right.
Which is actually what I'm doing here. So this was an existing wall that almost fit that car. I took that wall, put it in there, slowly notched it away, and then add two templates, one blank and one that I cut away. The one I cut away with, stacked it over this one, just penned it out, brought it up here, and then now I'm cutting it away at the actual model
Fantastic. Yes, zoom in
model
on that.
level. Once I'm done with this, I'll send it down to Adam, the other CAD guy, and he'll send it to the router to get another cardboard template cut out, and we'll fit it. And once we get that done, we'll make the actual product.
Fantastic. Great. Hi.
Hi,
How's it going?
good. I'm Ty Bigby. I'm also a CAD designer, and much the same responsibility as Eno.
Right.
And I work a lot on gun locks up here and the design of them. And this is one put into an Explorer, single prisoner transport.
Now, do you have to get the actual weapons themselves and work on that basis?
We have plastic molded versions of them that are very realistic, and all the same components and sizes and everything of the actual guns. So, yeah, it's almost the real deal.
Now, again, do you do different mounts for different weapons? Is that something that you also do?
Yes, so we have a small, large, universal, and a black rack lock systems that go for the shotgun, the ARs, and several others. And we have different types of mounting systems too that go into each vehicle.
We take it down to the back of the building where the raw materials come in.
Okay.
weight. It gives it strength and,
So-
lightweight.
Now, do they come in this way, or do you actually do this in-house? Do you actually make this completely in-house?
It's our extrusion. We
Right.
bring in and we form it.
Okay, so the extrusion, you would have it done locally from the factory, and then obviously bring it in and then bend it yourself?
Yeah, we'll bend it, recut it.
Right.
Just wrap different curvatures for different vehicles. There's an inter bumper bracket, I believe that's for its charge.
Okay, so this is basically the bracketry that would hold on the bumper for the 2013 Charger?
Right, inter bracket.
Right, so this is what goes behind the actual plastic facade, which then secures the actual push bumper to the front of the vehicle.
Exactly.
The rubberized strip?
The right trim there. A lubricant, so it slides on a little easier. Installing the lights in out. Yeah.
This is the ion.
See on the side how we're now putting that at an angle here? Before they were flat mounted.
Right.
So now with the new lighting we're able to recess that into the side pouches there. It already has about a 30-degree angle.
So it'll push out better to the front.
Yes, any more than that starts reflecting off the rubber here. But we're able to bury that in the pocket so there's not a bracket. We're washing the car wash, it comes off, so it's all built in and recessed in behind. He's gonna like
That
that.
light that I was doing on that bumper is the same. This is what it looks like when it's in there.
Yes.
There
And
you go.
this is the new Ion series of lights. Our standard was Lindsay 6 in behind. But so this is our new standard as of February. Right now will be our standard. The one
2013, right.
behind is the we have the customer two choices right now. If someone has a Code 3 or something, we will buy them, but we completely stock the sound off in the Wayland product. There's new Enforce light that
Yes.
came out with. This is the older version of sound off lights.
Right.
Once again, the switch will be going from that, and they have a new.
And then down here is the Enforce.
This particular was our first prototype. It doesn't have the
Angled yet.
angle, but like I said, that was our first older prototype. But now they all have the built-in angle recessed in there.
Okay.
And it's in this PVC 55 has gotten really popular. We designed it for doing the pit maneuver years ago. We worked the Water State Patrol on doing that. We don't promote the pit maneuver, but it's there. It's mostly for front protection. It was designed being lightweight and doing pits and whatnot. But the new vehicle's design, it makes this car more of an industrial car again.
Right.
You can see you don't have the facing here. Exposure of all the lighting in the vehicle. So before, how we set some of the lights in the bumper where a department or a sheriff department, they go in their shop and try to find out where they're going to locate the lights behind the grill and make a bracket here or there. This makes sense. Pull the block with a plug and play, and they have choices of lighting.
You have here, these are the outer frames that are going to go together when you build the actual prisoner screens. Shop, so let's go through here. Rubberized protector.
Protector on top. Those are the bars you just saw that were before they were baked. You see it's the finishes. You'll find the mechanic over here. Prepping the rubberized padding. They would try different capes and grooves and that's doing with contact cement the old style way. Bonds the best. And we try different things and go back to the early design.
Right, so the putting on the adhesive right now.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a different, this number 12 panel, they're pretty much vehicle specific.
Right.
Yeah.
What type of vehicle is this going to go into?
That kind of drain, that's what drain. You saw earlier he was cutting to expand the metal. All of our metal products are rubberized coated here. So when he was shearing back in the shear back there earlier,
yes.
Then this is the only thing, one of the only things we send off and have outsourced is the coating on this. And obviously our rubber push bumper pad. Pretty much everything else is all done in-house. That's the coating. That's the operating.
Yes.
So what we're doing over here is window inserts. This is the number 10. We offer two different types of glass. Polycarbonate used to be referred to as, it is referred to as Lexan, generic name, but our standard is the scratch resistant type. Polycarbonate is very soft and gives pliable, so it's guaranteed against breakage. But the downside of it is non-coated material, it's very scratch, so it's scratching. So our standard window inserts. Particular one there is a clearance cell with the optional cover, window cover over there.
Right. Okay. Ricardo's
Here he's making parts boxes up for the partitions here. It's a parts box, and you can see that's the extension panel.
and down here, all the completed screens being boxed.
Yeah, really boxed up partitions here for these looks like these are actually Tahoes and some kind of specialized window combination someone wanted for ventilation on that. The slider in that partition has a lot of windows, which is rare, but the customer or city wants a special request. We're not opposed to making things like we are manufacturing. We've been making partitions. We were the first ones in 1963 building partitions. Back then they used mostly two-man police cars. As the cars got smaller and whatnot, this is our new XL, extra legroom. You can see the roll bar or tubular framework. It typically comes on the floor. Foot and trapping was a huge issue, getting in and out of the car.
Right.
I'm 6'1", sitting in the back of the car with a standard seat here. Getting in. I have legroom now. Very comfortable. Plastic rear seats give extra room on some cars they don't. With this one here, like I say, getting out of the car. I'll show you the other side is our traditional side. We still have the way where our bracketry system is mounted to the B-pillar.
Right.
You add the strength there. It still has side impact protection. But the biggest thing is getting the customer in and out of the vehicle.
Right.
And twisting his ankle went. So we came out with this we had it out a year and a half ago. In February, we actually launched this product here. Right when the new vehicle's coming out. So cars are getting smaller, but this opens the car back up. This is much more legroom than the Crown Victoria had. You need a larger vehicle. So this is exciting. You can tell that I'm excited about this a little bit. So getting it out of the car.
So this is the actual XL version, and then on the other side of the vehicle, you have the standard size, the original size, and that's
so
probably because the seat has to go further back.
This is the model number 10, the horizontal sliding, which is our most popular partition in a sliding window combination. So the recessed panel, this was designed, this dead area between the seats here, to make room for the consoles and still put their weapons, printers. I'll show you on the front side shortly. But I'll show you on the other side, which are standard partition.
Okay.
Behind the officer. It allowed us to give a little more recline on the for the officer. We're Robert, Peter, and Dave Paul for the customer in the back seat. So this is our typical design on this side here. For a smaller person, you see we have the footwell. We're getting in and out of the vehicles. I can still get in. You can see how the size 11 foot here.
Yes.
Sit down and with your handcuffs. So primarily, you assume they're hauling one prisoner at a time. You still can haul on this side here, but we're allowed to recline the partition back a little bit for officer comfort. Full seat travel on all our partitions. On the other side here, you see how it opens up. Right here I'm sitting comfortably here, my knees almost to it. But the big advantage is getting your foot in and out of the vehicles. So it's actually huge and it's taken off really nice. It just makes sense. Yeah. This is mount precision here. We have an extruded plate now that gives very gun. We try to pre-adjust every gun that we sell before it's shipped out of here. The old days when you bought a gun lock, They give you some angle iron, some screws in the bracket, and you figure it out. We try to pre-adjust everything for it should give us on our recess panel types. That comes on, so when the installer gets the out of the box, it's already pre-adjusted for what weapon he has. A new lock we're doing is called the black rack.
Yes.
It lends itself more to different weapons platforms with adjustable stocks. Nowadays they're putting sights and accessories over the gun where the traditional locks don't work that well. It limits you from accessorizing the vehicle. With the black rack here, it squeezes the gun around the trigger guard here. And you see when it comes out, it actually squeezes. You can't tear the gun down.
Right.
And if you know a lot about weapons, you could take the receiver apart and disassemble it in a traditional gun lock. You know, this is revolutionary as far as in the gun lock world as far as loss enforcement. Once that, it's on a time delay just like the other weapons are. This is a freestanding mount without a partition. So this is our freestanding. So you can see the adjustability why there's aluminum extrusion we're using here.
Right.
Adjust the heel plate up and down, and you could pull this Santa Cruz, basically our manufacturer of that. We could pull that lock head out and slide in with the extrusion, a black rack or whatever different weapons platform you're using in the vehicles.
Now you also do window barriers, which we know, and then door barriers as well. So we're going to get some of those.
Here's the Ford here. This is the molded door panel, right?
Okay, so this is the Ford one, right?
Yes. See the indent there. And basically here's how, see the little indentations here? Locating pins, we use a plastic pin or plug. You lock up, you put that on, tap it in, drill a pinhole here, locate it, and you're done. Here's our trunk tray is out of that. This trunk tray is universal for all three vehicles.
Now is this something that new for you, the trunk tray?
It is. It's basically came out. Trunk trays have been out, but we also mount the weapons mount on here. It makes sense to standardize where the guns are located in the vehicle, the trunk. So how we got into it, we started putting our weapons mount, the two-row system I'll show you later, the black rack slide, so they can put different gun mounts. And if a department has multiple vehicles, each gun's a different, so they came to us and said, hey, it just made sense. I had the idea, well, maybe just put the trunk where it's both up on top.
Put the weapon in that position, yes.
So they put their radio mounts and different things with the slide trays that we, this one, particular one is for a charger. Let's say the tray itself, the slides are standard, but the mounting system is different.
Will change depending on the vehicle.
Yeah. Polycarbonate window barrier. That looks like it's probably for a charger as well there. There's other trim that goes on that, but and over here is the metal window bar station. Window barrier, you'll see two side by side, which came out with the polycarbonate ones. There's a better way to put that up. Two different vehicles.
Well, there you have it. A comprehensive look around the Setina factory up in Olympia, Washington. Many thanks to Terry Setina for taking the time to show me around the factory and acting as our guide. Thanks, Terry. Also, a big shout out to Judy Setina for all the helps that she's given us in the past, tied in with Brett and Kathy as well, who help us in the sales department and bring that wonderful Setina product to you, the customer. You can check out the website for all the Setina product that we have available. There'll always be more coming too. It's nice to see an American manufacturer working hard and building really great quality product. In fact, in this vehicle I'm actually crouching in over at Starcar. You can see Setina product in use as well, both from the window barrier perspective, the door panel area, and of course the Setina screen directly behind me. I'm Stuart. You've been watching Sirennet Television. Many thanks.